Hi, welcome back. Very excited for today's video because I dropped some coin on Chanel Beauty. I wasn't thinking a lot of people would be interested in my thoughts on Chanel. It's at Ulta, so it's a little bit more accessible now rather than being just in large department stores. And it seemed like in my video where I asked about this, a lot of you were curious. So dropped a hefty bag on literally 5 products. I just got 5 products because I just kind of wanted to do like an introductory and pick out some things that I've always kind of had my eye on, just never really ordered. So the first thing, let's just jump into it, or we're just gonna get into it. The first thing I really wanted to try is the Beige Sheer Healthy Glow Highlighting Fluid in the shade Sunkissed. So as you can see, everything is literally still in the box. This is what the product looks like. This was something that I don't think is, really talked about much, but anytime I look at Chanel makeup, I notice this Sunkissed color and it just looks like the prettiest kind of rose gold hue. And I thought with summertime coming up, this would look really pretty underneath makeup. So I'm going to use it underneath my makeup as more of a priming product rather than something to top my makeup with. Now, as we all know, I am tore up from the floor up with eczema right now, and so I am a little nervous to see how the highly fragranced Chanel products work with my skin because I'm scared. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little scared. So I've moisturized my skin, and I'm just gonna take the Sunkissed Glow product and kind of apply all over my face. Does the scent make me feel rich? Maybe. You know what kind of vibe I'm kind of getting right now is Charlotte Tilbury Unisex Healthy Glow, only because I do realize that this is a little dark for my complexion right now, but I kind of feel like I'm really gonna like this in the summertime. It is a little dark on me, but it's surprisingly dried down, and it literally feels like nothing's on my face, which with the Charlotte Tilbury Unisex Healthy Glow, that one I can still kind of feel, I feel like it doesn't really totally dry down. This is like, I'm dry. I'm going to do another pump of this, and I kind of want to apply it as foundation because I'm almost getting like foundation vibes from this. Definitely like Hollywood Flawless Filter, Unisex Healthy Glow style vibes happening here. The scent, surprisingly enough, doesn't really hang around. I can definitely smell it, like putting it on, but I don't feel like it's nauseating. Honestly, I do like the vibe of this. I feel like in the summertime with a little bit of concealer and cream bronzer, she could be a winner. Okay, so this is what I have totally been stoked for. Anytime I've looked at Chanel makeup and thought about purchasing, this is what I have always wanted to purchase, and it's the Beige Fresh Water Tint. Now, I ended up with 2 colors because I ordered the shade Light, and I've not tried it on my face yet, but on my hand, it looked like it was really light, which is shocking because in the, tube here, it kind of looks a little dark. Chanel kind of like hit me with a ringer dinger when I was researching and looking at swatches of this product. And I noticed that, for instance, okay, so light obviously is the lightest, and then it would go to medium and then medium plus. And when I would look up swatches, I would notice that the medium plus was lighter than the medium shade. So same thing goes for the second shade that I purchased. This is actually called Light Deep. The Light Deep swatches online looked lighter than the medium swatches. So I ordered Light Deep, and of course it's a little dark on me. So I just thought I would mix these two together. And I know swatches can be deceiving, so maybe it was just me, but I think it went light, and medium plus. And it almost seemed like medium plus was lighter than the light medium. So I don't know. So what we're gonna do is I've done 1 pump of light, and then I think I'm also going to do like half a pump of the Light Deep, and let's just kind of see how that applies. Oh, oh, ooh. So it's like completely erasing that product I put underneath it. That's not good. Okay, so that may not have been the best way to use that Sunkissed highlighting product, because I'm pretty sure that this freshwater tint has like almost eliminated all of it as I'm rubbing it in. And so this is why I talk about water consistency in products and how I don't like to use cream blushes with a lot of water content, with a high water content, because this is exactly what will happen. It will go in and it will completely sweep your base away, almost as if you're using like a cleanser or like you're washing your face. The higher the water content, the more likely it is going to disrupt or disturb the base or whatever you have underneath it. But I'm not gonna lie right now, looking at my skin close up, I don't have a problem. I mean, obviously you can see this side is still a lot glowier, but this side to me does appear a little bit more put together, a little bit more polished. I mean, it doesn't look bad. Okay, same thing for this side. One pump of light mixed with one pump of light deep. It does feel super refreshing on the skin as well. Okay, so actually liking this more than what I thought. Let me get a different mirror. My mirror was kind of dirty, so I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't overlooking how this was actually making my skin look. So I'm a little dark, like I'm a little dark compared to obviously my hand. So I don't know, that light water tint, it just looks so white when I like blend it in. So maybe I don't need the darker one. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and throw on this lip product because this is something I have tried and it's very neutral, and I may end up doing something different at the end. It's the Rouge Coco Flash Shine in the shade Boy, which is simply a nude tone. Pretty everyday color, very much reminds me of like the L'Oreal bombs though. It is similar to like YSL Rouge Volupte Shine, you know, that type or that style of lip product. I almost feel like this is the exact same color as my lips. Like I don't notice a huge difference when I put this on. Could Chanel Boy be my identical lip color? Okay, we have made it to the infamous, they've renamed this now. This is not called, it was called Chanel 10 Day Soleil Chanel. Do you remember like the super long name it used to have? It's literally just called the Beige Healthy Glow Bronzing Cream now. And I know that they have redone this formula because several of you, I've mentioned purchasing this. Several of you have been like, don't love the new formula. Don't waste your money on it. But I feel like it's just an iconic product with Chanel, so I just had to give it a try. I think it does come in two colors, and I got the lightest, which is $3.90, Soleil Tan Bronze. It's so pretty, like I hate to break into it. Oh, it's actually like not as creamy as I was expecting it to be. So very much warm tone vibes happening here. Generally, I do prefer something a little bit more on the cooler side, but I purchased this knowing that it was not cool toned, that it was not going to give me, you know, that like neutral bronze contoured look that I generally go for. But I think if I were to just use that light water tint and this on top of it, it would probably go together really well. Am I crazy about this? Meh, not really. It is applying really smoothly, so I can appreciate that. It's not too creamy, it's not too pigmented to where I'm having, you know, a hard time blending it out. Am I crazy about the tone of it? No, not necessarily, and that's like a preference thing. Okay, a lot of you wanted me to try that Chanel #1 collection. I think it might be exclusive to like Ulta and Chanel's website. I'm not sure. But I watched Khaki and Michelle Wong's review of that line, and I just couldn't really pull the trigger. Especially a lot of people mentioned the cream blushes. They just weren't speaking to me. So I ended up getting the Beige #20 like sheer blush stick, and I've not used it yet, but I mean, this looks like my color. So unfortunately I had to put me first on that one when dropping like $40 for a blush, and this is the one that I ended up going with. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply that to the back of my hand. This is what it looks like. Totally me. Like I can already tell this is probably gonna be a winner chicken dinner for me. This one is, she's coming in hot. When you know, you know. Like when you see a blush color, you know if it's you or not. Of course, I'm applying to the back of my hand first because I do not want to disrupt anything else on my skin. This is very much sending me into a summer state of mind. Obviously very glowy, looking a little tan. I'm going to throw on some Persona brow gel. I think that's all of my Chanel products, and I'm going to finish off the eyes with, I'm going to keep it luxury today, and we're going to use the By Terry Ombre Blackstars. I don't use those often because it's not because they're bad products. I think they are amazing cream eyeshadows, but they do perform at the same rate as a Caviar stick or a Bobbi Brown cream shadow stick, and they are more expensive. So I tend to shy away from using those just because I do think you can get the exact same look for a little bit cheaper. But they do have a shade. I'm not going to use it today. It's called Misty Rock, or should I use it today? You know what, let's just use it, because when I tell people if you're going to invest in a By Terry Ombre Blackstar, this is generally the shade I would recommend because there's truly nothing out there like it. Nothing in my Beauty Pie, Bobbi Brown, Laura Mercier. This is truly a unique color, and pretty sure it's called Misty Rock. It's just got the number 15 on the bottom of it, but I'll correct if I'm wrong. But I mean, you'll see in the swatch and application like how stunning this is. Just immediately, it's kind of like a gray, a really light, soft, almost like mint green, and silver all mixed together, and it is stunning. And also what I love about it is once you start blending it, that gray almost turns into like a really quick, soft transitional color into your crease. I mean, isn't it stunning? I don't know why I don't use this more often. It's kind of the downfall of doing what I do. I will admit, this past year and already this year in general, I'm trying more and more makeup than I ever have. And so sometimes little gems like this just get like hung up in your collection. For some reason, I feel like this would look good on all eye colors too. I have green eyes. A lot of people think I have blue. I'm gonna get like dozens of comments below being like, your eyes are blue. Like several people think my eyes are blue, but what's funny is my dad says the same thing. I always say my dad's eyes are blue, and he argues and says that they're green. So maybe I'm just not able to see it, but I have always said on the identikit back in the day, on my license, it's green. Max is kind of in that same boat too, where we can't really tell. He's in between green and brown right now, so we're thinking he'll probably have like a hazelish mix. I'm going to use a little bit of my Beauty Pie Fauna cream color stick. This is like the perfect complementary color. Really just going to use it kind of as like a liner. I don't want to go overboard with it. Mascara. I am going to set this area a little bit. I feel like I'm looking a little too shiny under there. Honestly, I'm looking in the mirror right now and it truly looks like I have a full face of makeup on, which I mean, I do, like I get it. I put bronzer and blush and all that, but I was not expecting the water tint to really give this much of a transformation. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep the lip color, but I am gonna add a lip liner on top. This is Rosewood from Sephora. So honestly, I have to say I'm a little bit more surprised and impressed than what I thought I was going to be, especially with my complexion and especially to the rough start. I feel like the water tint definitely did erase a lot of that priming, highlighting base that I put down, but I don't know, I think it looks good. Also, my hair is clipped up higher than a 90s mom sitting in the car rider line waiting to pick her kid up from school. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I am very much vibing with this look right now, and I do like the way that my skin looks. Also, let's get a close-up here of by Terry Ombre Blackstar. I'm gonna call it Misty Rock because I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. But yeah, just stunning one and done eyeshadow. If you don't have this color in your collection, you probably aren't gonna find anything like it because I just think it's such a pretty and unique tone. Okay, I'm gonna check back in a little bit later on down the road to see how we're holding up, since this is more of a first impression style video and I don't wanna leave you hanging, but so far so good. Okay, actually fast forward a day because yesterday it got dark really quick and the lighting just was not appropriate to show you plus I put it on late. I put it on at like 1 o'clock. So I thought I would just wait another day, give it a better test run and give you my final thoughts. So it is now 4 o'clock. I've had this on since 9 this morning and I didn't put the Chanel, whatever the Sunkissed, luminizer was. I didn't put that on underneath this. I'm just wearing the water tint with the cream bronzer. And honestly, I have to say, I like the way it looks. I really wasn't expecting much from this product, but somehow, even though it doesn't provide a ton of coverage, it still looks really cohesive. It still just makes my skin look like there's coverage there somehow. I don't really know. I will say I do have dryness, nose, under eye area right now, chin. It is, it does pick up a little bit, but there's really nothing right now in my collection that doesn't adhere at least a little bit. You know what I mean? Like if you're putting stuff on your face, by the end of the day, something is bound to kind of, hang on to those dry areas. But yeah, overall, I'm actually pretty pleased with most of the stuff that I got. I was going to return that light water tint, but I think mixing it with the darker color actually can kind of give me like some customization, especially for the summertime when I get a little bit darker. This was definitely a fun little try on. Do I think these products are revolutionary? Obviously not. I feel like I've been around the block a time or two. There's definitely cheaper alternatives out there. But for the price point, what I'm hoping to expect is that it just looks natural and seamless on the skin. And I mean, after what, 7, 8 hours of wear, also my kid touching my face a lot, I'm kind of here for it. So you'll definitely be seeing me use these products in future videos. Let me know what your experience has been with some of these if you're a Chanel fan as well. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.